What defense did you run back in the day? What was your defense? What was your go-to?
Our
coach?
base was a 40. Our base was a 44, and we ran out of that. Look, it fit my kids very much. We had responsibility defense. I know it's going to shock some folks on the political side, but I'm super conservative, and so I want kids in the right place. I think the coach's job to put them in a place to be successful. And that 44, and this is 20 years ago, so high school football, we were guard reading, and you wouldn't run into many teams that false pulled or anything. So it was pretty successful.
Yeah, and you don't hear too much, 44 defense much these days at all. Were you blitz happy? Did you?
No,
not at all.
No, but you had a package. You can come out of that base. You could get into a 5-2 pretty easy, depending on adjustable with high school kids on the scheme. But I just always seemed to have. I had big kids who could gap contain. And then I always seemed every year our teams, we had these linebackers, 6'2", 6'3" middle linebackers, fast, smart. And then my best athletes were always those outside linebackers. So we could do pass coverage flats. At the time, it worked. I have to tell you now, I go to high school football games, and the sophistication of the offense, it's amazing.
Well, I mean, plus the size of the kids now, right? I mean,
size,
I see it at the combine every year, Governor. Like, they get bigger, stronger, faster every single year. I mean, again, the kid on Alabama, the 17-year-old kid, wide receiver, who had
unbelievable,
right? Who had the big play against Georgia. I couldn't believe that he, the year before, some 16-year-old had to cover him. You know what I mean? It's totally different these days.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And, our thing was, and I think the key, I came from Nebraska. I was around some really good coaches down there. And, of course, in the 90s, it was, I tell my kids, Nebraska was like Alabama today. They don't believe it. But they were amazing. But it was the weight room. It was the weight training. It was, it was the nutrition stuff we were doing. And I really believe it gave us an edge. Kids bought into it and were able to do it. Because with high school kids, coaches get stubborn. You've got to adjust to the kids you get each year. You don't get to go draft. You don't get to fill a position. You get the kid who you see in 7th grade and said, that kid could be good.
So were you a Tom Osborne guy? Is that your inspiration for some of your coaching style?
Yeah, I was. And here's a trivia point for you that we have a congressional football game when you're in Congress. It's Democrats and Republicans play Capitol Hill Police in a flag football game. And we would get some pros that would come play with us. And Tom Osborne was the coach. Well, Tom went out in 2006, and I came in, and I ended up coaching that. We did not win. I will be honest on that. But Tom Osborne was it. Nebraska football was everything. And if you were a high school team in Nebraska, that was it.
So I'm just trying to. Were you coaching against Tom Osborne in this?
Oh no,
in this game?
No. He was the coach of the Congressional team, and then he left Congress, and I was coming in when he was going out. Because I remember that was my big thing. I was excited to be in Congress, but I was really excited I got to meet Tom Osborne, who was a congressman too.
Okay. So was Largent in Congress at that point in time too?
He was not.
Largent? Okay.
He was not.
Okay.
That's a good catch, though, on your part.
Hey, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
You're professional.
Thank you very much, Governor. I greatly appreciate it.
You know who was our quarterback was Heath Shuler, though.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Yeah, there you go.
Wow. That's not fair, is it?
And I told Heath too, and I think he threw a pick in that game too. So
wow. I was about to say that's a bipartisan moment right there. You were reaching across the aisle for your quarterback, there. No,
it was fun. I still see Heath. It was amazing. Really fun.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.